The assumption is often made that the promised land was given by God to the Jewish people as an everlasting inheritance. And this is a core principle of Zionism today, and why many Christians support Israel's annexation of the land on which the Palestinians live. It goes back to a promise God made to Abraham in Genesis 15. On that day, the Lord made a covenant with Abraham and said, to your descendants, I give this land from the river of Egypt to the great river, the Euphrates. In Leviticus 25, God says the land must not be sold permanently because the land is mine and you reside in my land as foreigners and strangers. You get to live in my land. I'm giving you this land, but it belongs to me and you are foreigners and strangers. In Ezekiel 33, this is made quite explicit. God is having a conversation with Ezekiel, and God says this, Son of man, the people living in those ruins in the land of Israel are saying, Abraham was only one man, yet he possessed the land. But we are many. Sure, the land has been given to us as our possession. Therefore say to them, this is what the sovereign Lord says. Since you eat meat with the blood still in it, you look to your idols and shed blood should you possess the land. You rely on your sword, you do detestable things should you then possess the land. I will make the land a desolate waste and your proud strength will come to an end. Indeed, the land was to be shared. A little later in Ezekiel 47, God says, you are to distribute this land among yourselves according to the tribes of Israel. You are to allot it as an inheritance for yourselves and for the foreigners residing among you who have children. You are to consider them as native-born Israelites. Along with you, they are to be allotted an inheritance among the tribes of Israel. In whatever tribe a foreigner resides, there you are to give them their inheritance. Now notice, in 3 verses, God says 3 times, share the inheritance with the foreigners. The New Testament helps us understand the place of the land. In Hebrews chapter 11, it says, by faith, Abraham made his home in the promised land like a stranger in a foreign country. He lived in tents, as did Isaac and Jacob, who were heirs with him of the same promise. For he was looking forward to the city with foundations, whose architect and builder is God. They were longing for a